Boyfriend has slept with most of his girlfriends? Is this weird? I find it a green flag when a man has female friends. It shows to me they're capable of seeing women as more than sexual objects. However, when they've slept with most of their friends, it almost negates the value of a platonic friendship. He has a large friendship group, and all of the women I am aware of in his past are still in this friendship group. I almost have the ick now thinking that sex was always on the table in his mind in a platonic friendship. It makes me feel sick. In my past, when my guy friend broke up with his GF, he came on to me, no longer friends, and I just can't help but see my boyfriend in the same way now after finding this out. I feel insecure that I can't trust him to be platonic with people because he is very well liked and friendly, but I can't help thinking he's using friendliness as a cover-up and actually just outright flirting. I'm struggling to fit in with his friends because I just feel physically ill around these girls, and I have to be fake nice to them because I want to be a good partner and try to be accepting of his past, but I'm just struggling so much. I don't know if I will ever overcome this. I know I'm being dramatic, I just can't help this gut-wrenching feeling of anxiety and jealousy. You're going to have to decide if the relationship is even worth it. I mean, you will be expected to have a lot of trust, which will be hard of course for obvious reasons. I've known people who have had friend groups like that. It's usually never works out for someone who's coming into it from the outside. Guys are allowed to have girlfriends. But the issue is that he already went into the sex territory with them. I would feel uncomfortable about that. We all know that if this was a girl who slept with all her guy friends, the boyfriend wouldn't like that and would feel uncomfortable. If he's genuinely slept with all of his female friends, then they aren't just his friends. I would too think that's a somewhat yellow red flag. My 37F husband, 40M, told me ways to make him more attracted to me. I told my husband that he seems to be not attracted to me anymore. We lost our physical intimacy since our second child, 14 months old, was born. First child is 3 years old. He told me this: if you'd like for me to be more attracted to you, 1. Return to the weight you were at when we met. 2. Exercise. 3. Do Kegel exercises unless you prefer anal sex. I am 5 feet 1 inch and was only 115 pounds when we met 5 years ago. Now I weigh 145 pounds. I resigned from my job when our first son was born to take care of the kids. I feel bad, ugly, and depressed. Tia, for your advice. He expects you do everything to get back into the body you had before having 2 kids? Also, you can please him physically? What does he do to help you feel cherished and loved? He sounds so mean op. I'm sorry he said that to you. You did not deserve it. Sounds like you could lose around 200 pounds quite quickly if you throw your whole husband in the trash. Your husband is the bad and ugly one. Absolutely vile. Please take care of your health for you, not him. Pelvic floor PT so you can feel better, not to be tight for him. Nutrition and activity so you can feel better, not to attract him. And please do not accept any sexual act you are not comfortable with, thinking you have to in order to keep him. Husband doesn't include me on B-Day dinner with siblings. My husband got invited by siblings for a B-Day dinner, his B-Day. I was excluded because it's siblings only. I was hurt but went along with it. Then husband's brother wanted to invite their significant other and wanted to make it open for all us others to come along, but husband was so upset and clearly didn't want me or any other significant other to come. Now, keep in mind, I never would or have celebrated my B-Day without husband. In fact, just last year when my brother wanted to take me out on a dinner for my B-Day, husband was happily invited by me. Am I too sensitive or overthinking this? When I expressed how I felt sad about the situation and how I would have loved to celebrate with husband, I was told I'm being too selfish and that it's not about me. IDK, what to think of how to feel. Well, clearly he was mad when his other siblings wanted to invite their SOs. So with that, I'd say it's not that he didn't want to invite you, it's that he had it in his head it was for siblings only anyway. That was the plan, don't overthink it. It's normal to want to do some things without your partner. Hanging out with a family of origin is one of those things. For me, I want some time just with my mom or my dad, because I can open up with them, and they with me, when it's just us. When my partner is involved, the dynamic is different. Your husband is not being disloyal. He just wants time where the siblings can focus on their bond. I spent my 50th with my sisters for a girls' weekend. There's no law that doesn't say you can't have multiple birthday dinners. Him not inviting you and being upset that they invited their partners is a much different situation than if he had purposefully not invited you but he was fine with the others having their partners. I see my girlfriend following random guys on Instagram. So my 18M girlfriend, 19F, and I have been dating for about 8 months now and our relationship has been good. She's never done anything to make me not trust her. Please correct me if I'm not wrong, but I believe Instagram lets you see who someone has followed most recently. It should be said that me and my girlfriend have been pretty distant the last few days from an incident that sparked an argument. See other story for that on my profile. Anyways, I was looking at her Instagram today and I saw that she had recently followed like 4 guys and she even liked one of the pictures of one of the guys. This is very suspicious of me but I don't want to confront her because it will make me look obsessive and controlling. Any input on someone's insight would be great. Honestly, this is so dumb. Just talk about your feelings honestly, without anger and without judgment. There, I saved you 10 years of emotional growth. This sounds like a gender experiment. This is very suspicious of me but I don't want to confront her because it will make me look obsessive and controlling. Any input on someone's insight would be great. Sounds almost like a self-realization you had there, but didn't follow through. Just ask her about it if you're that suspicious of her. In my opinion, it may be a case of you overthinking. It's Instagram. You follow people you don't know and you like pictures. I would hardly think that her behavior is abnormal. I mean, how dare she does on Instagram what people do on Instagram.